In horrifying previous court documents, teen mother Jenelle Evans alleged that her husband David Eason was in possession of firearms, explosives, ammunition, and even an AR-15. According to Jenelle in a 2019 order of protection that the U.S. Sun is exclusively revealing, the former Teen Mom 2 star pleaded with a local court to shield her and her 3 kids from David, outlining his lethal weaponry. Jenelle provided a detailed declaration on the court petition, saying, "On September 23, 2017, I got married to David. He has been violent and cruel against me ever since. I want to leave him because of the way he is acting. Over the past few days, he has become more aggressive in his threats as a result of realizing this. Despite our past shared residence in North Carolina, my kids and I recently relocated to Nashville this week. David is unaware of my current whereabouts, but I'm worried he'll try to find me and hurt me once he finds out." She went on to say, "Because of his recent threats, his history of violence, his erratic behavior, and his large stockpile of weapons, I'm scared for my life and the life of my children and my children's well-being. I provided below details and documents in some of his past incidents of verbal and physical abuse, property damage, animal abuse, and his most recent threats of violence against me. These are not all of the events that have happened, but they provide context for why I'm afraid," she said, listing 11 startling purported incidents before begging with the court to shield her from the 35-year-old David. "I put them in chronological order below, and the dates are the best estimates that I can recall." She calculated that the first occurrence on her list occurred on or around December 12, 2017. "David started to get upset with me about 3 months after our marriage. My arm was bruised as a result of his grip and squeeze. David took my automobile that same day without asking him to inform me where it was. I couldn't just go out of my house without the car," Jenelle claimed in the court filings. She guessed that the second occurrence on her list occurred around October 7, 2018. "When David lost his temper, he wrecked our master bathroom. He smashed my hair straightener, broke my prescription glasses, tore up the new shelves, and broke a glass vase in the bathroom. I don't know what sparked the dispute that resulted in his acts, but he came to the bathroom when I was taking a bath and shouted as loudly as he could to scare me after I challenged him about damaging my items." She reported the following about the third incident. "I contacted the police on David about a week later after getting hurt in a tumble. I'm not sure exactly what transpired, but I do recall that we were fighting when I suddenly felt like I was falling, and he was on top of me. My collarbone was injured in the fall. I was still recovering from surgery, and this was a week after my septoplasty," Jenelle claimed in the event, which she felt occurred on October 13, 2018. Finally, in December 2018, Jenelle said on social media, David posted a threat against President Trump and Speaker Pelosi. He was upset because he thought certain kinds of guns were going to be outlawed. We included Trump and Pelosi in the title of the post, which featured David brandishing an assault rifle. The post prompted the Secret Service to visit our home and speak with him. David uploaded films displaying his ammunition stash and threatening to shoot Secret Service agents in reaction to the officer's arrival. Inside the house, he keeps a lot of weapons, explosives, and ammo, including semi-automatic weapons like an AR-15. In a terrifying reported incident involving their 6-year-old daughter Inslee, the day before Valentine's Day in 2019, Jenelle said, "David became angry at me again. I'm going to break everything in this mother of asterisk, 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 asterisk," he declared, pointing to the residence. "I recorded this event on camera, and it shows him entering the master bedroom and closing the door. An old argument's hole in the door is seen on the footage. Coffee spills on the floor are captured on camera, and our daughter Inslee's sobbing can be heard in the background. As Exhibit 6, I've included photos of his acts, which include spilled coffee, overturned bar stools, and broken glass." This time, Jenelle, the former MTV personality, wrote to the court on February 17, 2019, detailing a horrific alleged event involving her 9-year-old son Kaiser. "David told me you can die for all I care. You are a complete jerk. The biggest shithole I've ever seen." I have my phone filming him when he stated this. David turned off the camera when he realized I was filming him. "I recorded David locking my car door that same day while it was still running and my stepson Kaiser was inside. He was upset with me, which is why he did this. I had to instruct Kaiser to open the vehicle. David scared me and Kaiser by repeatedly locking it with my extra key while Kaiser was attempting to open it." Then in May 2019, in a penultimate move that resulted in Jenelle losing her cozy, well-paying MTV job and having CPS take her kids from her house, Jenelle revealed how her husband had brutally shot and killed their family dog. Our family pet, a French bulldog, bit our daughter Inslee, age 2, a few months later. In response, David pulled out his rifle and killed the dog out of sheer rage. Our children were briefly removed from our house by CPS as a result of this incident, Jenelle wrote. Since then, David has also acknowledged that he shot Nugget the dog. In her petition for protection against her husband David, Jenelle listed the last 4 incidences that she felt were relevant to the events that occurred a week apart in October 2019. This was the period of time before Jenelle filed the order of protection. On October 23, Jenelle made the following accusation. Our relationship has been under even greater strain lately. Things grew so terrible that David started becoming upset over minor things, including the fact that I had to go to the doctor. He started verbally abusing me and threatening to walk into the doctor's office and yell, as he became more irate. I recorded this incident on tape. Jenelle stated on the 25th that she had to find a way to avoid David while attending business meetings out of town. However, I kept my departure from David a secret out of concern for his response. I was afraid he might steal my wallet or hide my car keys, making it impossible for me to leave. I therefore arranged for childcare before I left. However, I departed without informing David of my destination. He responded by accusing me of cheating on him, threatening to harm me, and sending me a barrage of texts. I think it's best that I not come home because of your threats, Jenelle claimed to have texted him. You don't need to grab Inslee because I picked her up. Kindly cease texting me with frightening messages. I will inform you of my plans after the situation has calmed down. In response, he texted, you're a piece of asterisk asterisk asterisk. And asterisk 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 you asterisk 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 asterisk. He further asserted that he seen me riding by the residence with my lover. My mother and the kids were the only people in the car with me that day as we drove to Tennessee. I don't have a boyfriend. Finally, Jenelle asserted on October 30 that David keeps attempting to contact me via text and phone calls. If I had to live without these two, I wouldn't want to live at all, he said alongside a photo of me and my daughter on social media. Knowing him and based on his behavior, I think he's hinting that if I don't get back to him, he would take his own life. For all these reasons, I'm afraid that David will harm me or my children, and that he will continue to threaten me using text messages, phone calls, or on the internet. Early in November 2019, Jenelle received the temporary order of protection. After Jenelle and David got back together in January 2020, the former Teen Mom 2 actress filed to have the order revoked. A year or so later, Jenelle started a YouTube series about her turbulent experience removing the children from David and relocating to Tennessee. David makes a significant appearance in the series' final, which she called Addicted to Growth. He saw the events of the previous year in a completely new light. In the October 14, 2020 YouTube video, David claimed that he and Jenelle had broken up for completely unrelated reasons. I know Jenelle and I split up for a couple of months, but she just had to go party, get it out of her system, David shouted into the camera. Life isn't always greener on the other side, she learned. Going fishing and other things with me at home is more enjoyable. David was accused of abusing Jenelle's 14-year-old son Jace last week, shortly before the adolescent made his third attempt to escape. The U.S. Sun initially made public David's criminal summons, which claimed that he had left marks on Jenelle's son's neck. The summons stated as follows: as the parent of Jace B. Evans, a minor who was under 16 years old, the defendant did, unlawfully and voluntarily, inflict physical harm on that child. The physical injury inflicted caused marks on their right arm and left and right side of the neck, and was inflicted by other than accidental means. Jace was raised by his grandmother Barbara, but in the aftermath of the alleged incident, Child Protective Services took custody of him. He is again back living with her. Inslee, Jenelle's 6-year-old daughter, and Kaiser, Jenelle's 9-year-old son, currently reside with their parents in their North Carolina home.